heading overseas to Europe are going to experience some of the worst exchange rates of the last 5 years, making the cost of a meal out or a day trip even more expensive.
Yes, rates have been on a decline since the Brexit vote in 2016, meaning today we're getting just €1.11 for every pound. Now, over the next few nights, we'll be bringing you tips and advice for a safe money-saving break in the sun. It's part of our special series, Travel Smart. That price now on Holiday Money Matters.
The temperatures might be rising, but so too is the cost of currency. A break in the sun that might break the bank, with exchange rates some of the worst they've been in recent years.
Well, it's in, like the supermarkets and things like that, for your crisps and everything like that, it is more expensive than what it has been.
I've been out 3 nights since I've been here. I've spent £100 every night, so it's expensive.
It's getting more expensive?
It's more expensive.
1 to the 1, it's bad.
Rates have taken a tumble and we're all feeling the pain. It's affecting everything from a supermarket shop to a night out. Back in July 2015, holidaymakers could expect to get €1.43 to the pound, the highest it's been in 10 years. Pre-Brexit vote in 2016, rates were still okay at €1.30, but numbers have been falling. The best we've had this year, €1.17. Today, expect no more than €1.11 to the pound. It's only when you eat out or withdraw money that you realise how exchange rates can affect the price of your holiday. Today, £45 buys you €50. Earlier this year, £42 for the same currency. Small differences, which can add up. Just ask John and his wife Lil. They've been coming abroad for years and remember the good old days.
A few years ago it was €1.50 to a pound. Now it's €1.11.
It's hit their pockets hard and they're not impressed.
It used to cost you 40 quid for a meal out, it's not cost me 50. So it's every time you go out, you're spending more money.
And money matters, especially when you work out here. Damien and his wife's jewellery shop used to make a mint.
Just shame for all of us, really. Shame for the holidaymakers and shame for the shopkeepers.
Although he's managing, it is affecting trade, and he's been reflecting on how times have changed.
Pesetas was always good against the pound, a good strong currency, and the euro was great when it first came in. But now, since the last 6 or 7 years, when you're talking £1 is €1.10, that's quite difficult. Just means a British holidaymaker has a lot less money.
A lot less money to spend in places like Irene's restaurant. As Brits budget, they're booking all-inclusive resorts.
Nobody in the bar, nobody in the bar.
And for many like her, even with these prices, it's hard.
It's nothing all day. It's the bars, the supermarkets, the shops. There are a lot of bars closed for the all-inclusive.
Exchange rates are leaving us all out of pocket. The trusty traveller, the takeaway restaurant, the ticket seller. There are things we can do to get more bang for our buck. Buy euros before travelling and consider a no-fee currency card. But if you're holding out for a rate similar to that of a few years ago, well, I'm afraid that ship has well and truly sailed. Matt Price, ITV News in Mallorca.
Well, let's talk now to Wendy Clark. She's an independent travel expert based in Burton-upon-Trent. Wendy, this strong euro against the pound, is it putting people off going abroad?
No, not at all. No, bookings are as high as they ever have been, to be honest.
Well, do people understand how currency exchange has changed so much?
Probably not, and to be honest, the euro's been actually quite steady over a number of years. It's a long time ago since it was very, very high, and actually it's higher than it has been. A few years ago you was getting less than €1 for a pound, so it's not as bad as it's ever been.
Nevertheless, a lot of people could be in for quite a shock when they arrive at their favourite destination, something like Mallorca or the south of Spain.
Yeah, I guess so, although it's still cheaper to holiday abroad generally than it is to holiday in the UK. You know, a cost of a 3-course meal in the UK is very similar now to abroad, but portion sizes, drink sizes, for example, you get a much bigger drink in Spain, for example, than you do at home.
True enough. Now, what's your advice to anybody, wanting to change their currency? Should they do it here or should they do it abroad? I mean, what is your advice?
Well, the thing is, we don't know what's going to happen. So my best advice really is to hedge your bets. So get some euros now, maybe plan on taking the prepaid travel card, so that locks in the rate before you go, but that's also insures your cash. So should it go missing, you're not going to be caught out when you're actually over there. So just take a mixture really. Take your debit card, but check your bank charges before you go, because you don't want any hidden surprises. But really try and avoid using your credit card to draw out cash in the cash machines. Use it for purchases. Again, check your card issuer's fees, but don't use your credit card to draw out cash from the hole in the wall.
Now, I'm sure you'd probably advise against this, but it's nevertheless true that very often you get a better rate of exchange if you simply hand over pound notes on the street.
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So that's what I say, hedge your bets. Take some English with you, take some of your foreign currency, have a shop around, speak to people that are actually on holiday, see where they're getting their cash from. If you're on, we've got a holiday rep, speak to your holiday rep to see what their advice is.
And where are you going to holiday this year?
I'm actually getting married in October, so I'm going to Singapore and Bali for my honeymoon.
Magnificent. We wish you well. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, as we know, Ed Baston plays host